Hey guys, I hope you all are doing good. As you all know, I keep making videos about architecture, about BIM, and all of you know that I have been working here in Canada as a senior BIM specialist right now from past 5 years. You guys keep asking me questions about how to get into BIM industry, what is the step-by-step process of getting into BIM industry, what are the softwares that I should learn to get into this industry, and this video is exactly about that. Here I will be covering all of these questions in detail for you guys. And guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead, hit a like and subscribe to this channel because I have tons of video about BIM, about this industry, about architecture. Your support will keep me or encourage me to keep making these kind of videos. So without any delays guys, let's get started with the video. So let's start with the first and the most important part, which you guys keep asking me, is the BIM roadmap. What is the exact BIM roadmap? What is BIM first? BIM is Building Information Modeling. Now, let's start with the modeling aspect of BIM, where you will have to learn a modeling software. Modeling software is especially the BIM authoring software that the industry is using. So for people in India, Asia or North America, the major software that has been used everywhere is Revit. You will have to start learning Revit modeling. So if you are an architect, you need to learn Revit architecture. In Revit architecture, there are various aspects that you will need to learn, from making sheets to producing schedule to making a detailed, very high detailed models on Revit. So this is what will happen, or this is what you need to learn if you are an architect. If you are coming from a civil background, if you are coming from an MEP background, that is mechanical, electrical and plumbing background, if you want to get into BIM, you need to learn Revit basic modeling. Then you need to learn Revit structures. If you are into civil, Revit structure will cover all the elements, all the building elements like column, RCC, reinforcement, all of these things are covered in Revit as well. So you will learn that. If you are coming from MEP side, you will learn how HVAC modeling is done in Revit, how plumbing modeling is done in Revit, and all of this thing will eventually lead you towards BIM. So this is the overview of the modeling aspect. Next comes the information part, because BIM, I stands for information. So once you have modeled all of these things, you need to derive information out of these models or make the models with information. So you need to learn how you can embed information into your model and how you can derive those information. Derive means obtain those information out of your model through various methods. You can create schedules, you can create sheets, you can export Excel files, you can bring out multiple different aspects from one single model. So this is something that you will need to learn while you are studying BIM, like how you can extract this information and how you can input this information. There are aspects like making of families, making of walls, making of elements that will have informations like thermal conductivity, their strength, manufacturers, what will be the warranty, guarantee. All of these things of specific equipment, specific elements of buildings are covered in this information part. So this is the entire information area which you need to study. Next part is in the information itself, where you use different models. For example, your MEP consultants will be making your structurals or your HVAC model, and you will take that model and embed that model into your architecture model, and then you will need to extract the information out of it. So this is something that you will need to learn. That is called the model collaboration or the model coordination. Here you will be learning how to link different models. It might be from a different company, so you need to learn how you can do that, how you can make central files, how you can make cloud models, how you can share models via cloud, how you can get models via cloud into your local system. So all of these things will be covered in the information part. Next and the last aspect is the ACC part. ACC is Autodesk Construction Cloud, because everyone in North America and in India is on Autodesk system. We use ACC. ACC is Autodesk Construction Cloud, where all the models get collaborated, all the model gets live synced, and then you utilize that information into your project and you can bring those models into your project. So this is the central cloud system that helps us take all the models models and all the information, and do the same thing for the others as well. So you need to learn all of these aspects to get into the information part of that. So once this is done, then you will need to understand how this entire process goes into play, and there are a lot of guides available online for us for free. So the main aspect that derive BIM is never a software. BIM is a combination of different software, and BIM overall is a process. So to understand this process, you will need to know ISO 19650. ISO 19650 is a standard that is accepted all across the world. All the major countries in the entire world use ISO 19650 for their model coordination. Here, ISO 19650 derives everything: how the data will be shared, who will take what kind of responsibility, what will be the level of details of the model. Level of details is called LOD in short, and I have made all of these videos separately and have made a specific playlist as well for BIM in my YouTube channel. So please go ahead and check that playlist out. I have linked the playlist in the description as well. It will solve majority of your doubts, guys. Just go through few of the videos over there, and if you have any kind of suggestion or something, you can definitely paste your suggestions or your questions in those videos. I will definitely answer you. But ISO 19650 is something that you will need to study. You will need to understand the entire process. You will need to understand what is BIM Execution Plan. A lot of online influencers nowadays are saying that BIM Execution Plan is not worth it, this, that, all of these things. Guys, believe me, I'm working on few of the largest projects in North America. The largest hospital in North America I have worked on. The largest prison in North America I have worked on. I have worked on largest space mission in North America, but none of them who said that BIM Execution Plan is not important. Every project that is BIM enabled uses BIM Execution Plan. In this plan, everything is derived and everything is segregated. Who will take what responsibility, and how the information will flow, how the information will be used, what will be the level of details of the model. So all of these things are mentioned in BIM Execution Plan. And again, guys, I have made a video about this as well. So again, go ahead and check that video out. But this is the overview of how you can get into BIM. So these are the software aspect. Now let's talk about what is the methodology that you should approach. So first, if you are from the industry, only then go into BIM. For example, there are a lot of people from IT who are asking me that I have done computer science. Can I get into BIM? No, guys, no, you can't get into BIM, because BIM is very core construction and architecture based industry. You need to have experience. People that are hiring for BIM, they are hiring architects who are into BIM. They are hiring civil engineers who are into BIM. Electrical and mechanical follows the same thing. You need to have a degree in that specific field, or you need to have experience in that specific field. Only then you can get hired into BIM. So this is the first thing that I wanted to clarify, and I don't want to upset any other people of any other field that you can't get into BIM, because this is a very practical reason that you can't get into BIM. Next part is, don't get into the FOMO and start learning BIM. If you are coming from a very small city, if you are coming from an area where there are companies who are not even aware what is BIM, who are doing very small projects, BIM will never be used or never be feasible for these projects. So there is no aspect of learning BIM unless and until you're planning to move out of the city and get a job in a bigger firm who does massive projects where BIM is enabled. Don't just do it for the sake of it because it is trending right now. Understand, do you want to get into bigger projects? If yes, go learn BIM and get into bigger firms which are using BIM. Do not waste your money. Don't get into the FOMO. Now the next aspect is that if you are into a certain field and you want to get into BIM, first you need to change your job. You need to get into a company that uses BIM even at a small scale. Then you need to start yourself with BIM modeling. You can show your skills and show your understanding of BIM modeling, so you can apply for BIM Modeller's job. Once you are in BIM Modeller's job, you can show your interest in doing the BIM coordination work. For that, you will have to learn the information part, which I already told you before in this video, that the information part is done by the BIM coordinator. So you will need to learn that aspect to get into the BIM coordination role. So the initial part or the starting part of any BIM person is BIM modeling. So you will need to get through BIM modeling. Get into a civil engineering firm or a construction architecture firm, wherever you are getting into, you can start applying for a BIM modeler job and then slowly graduate yourself into the BIM coordinator's job. If you are already very well versed with the information part and you can prove that through your portfolio, resume or your certifications, you can definitely go ahead and apply for BIM coordinator's job. But again guys, don't get into the FOMO. Everyone is learning BIM, everyone is earning millions. It's not like that. No one is earning millions here. BIM is just like architecture, but it's just more software driven and process driven. So you need to understand that fact and move ahead with that. And guys, if you have any kinds of doubts or queries or anything, please go ahead, mention it in the comment section. And if you like this video, if you like what I say or what I do, if you have seen my other videos, please go ahead, hit a like and definitely subscribe to my channel guys. I can't do it without your support. This is Saturday today and I'm sitting here, I'm writing this script, I'm presenting this video, I'm editing these videos just for your benefit so that people unlike me don't waste their time. I have wasted a lot of time in my life to learn all of these things, and I don't want you to go through the same process that I went through by discovering it by myself. You have me, so please go ahead, subscribe and let me help other architects as well. So take care, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.